Imagine this. It's the middle of the night, and your heart is racing, palms sweaty, mind spinning, with a million what-ifs. You tell yourself, it's just anxiety, it's nothing. But have you ever thought, what if anxiety isn't the problem at all? What if it's actually a signal, like a mirror, showing you truths about yourself that you've been ignoring? Today, we're going to explore a paradox. Most people think they need to get rid of anxiety, but true freedom comes when you learn to read it, understand it, and listen. Are you ready to hear what your anxiety is trying to tell you? And along the way, I'll share key English phrases and vocabulary you can use in your own life to describe these feelings. Anxiety isn't the enemy you think it is. It's more like a stranger holding a lantern, illuminating corners of yourself you're afraid to face. What you fear isn't the anxiety itself, but what it reveals: unfinished tasks, suppressed emotions, hidden fears. Yet from a young age, society has taught you one consistent lesson. When you feel uncomfortable, push it down. When you feel fear, ignore it. When anxiety shows up, make it disappear. You've learned to mistake signals for noise and the flashlight for a threat. In a society obsessed with anxiety-free living, you are not alone. Ads tell you to take this pill, drink that tea, download that app, instant relief guaranteed. Social media shows everyone else living effortlessly, while you struggle silently. You get used to covering up your inner alarm system. You think you're safely controlling your emotions, but in reality, you're sinking deeper into the fog. Anxiety hasn't disappeared, it's just come back in another form. Sleepless nights, muscle tension, difficulty connecting with others. You've been chasing calm, forgetting that the ocean is never truly still. Psychologist Carl Jung once said, "What is not brought to consciousness will manifest as fate." Your anxiety is an unacknowledged message. Your avoidance is the fertile soil where problems lie dormant. Once you realize this, you begin to see that anxiety is trying to help you. It's signaling that there are truths you need to confront, truths you cannot ignore without consequences. Anxiety, at its core, is a communication system. Neuroscience shows that when danger or stress approaches, the brain releases stress hormones, making your body and mind hyper-alert. The real issue has never been anxiety itself, it's your relationship with it. Do you treat it as the enemy and flee, or as a messenger and listen? Can you pause, observe the information it brings, instead of mechanically suppressing it? Imagine your life as a densely packed city. Anxiety is the red warning light flashing across the skyline of your mind. You can ignore it and let it flicker in the background, or you can follow the light into the building, exploring its hidden structures. You'll find that anxiety tells you where repairs are needed, where hidden dangers lurk, and what you've been neglecting. It isn't here to destroy you, it's here to awaken you. But this doesn't mean you just passively accept anxiety. You must understand its mechanisms. It is a physical signal, a psychological signal, and a product of social conditioning. You were taught to suppress emotions, to perform a perfect self in a competitive environment, and to cover your discomfort. Gradually, you've come to see anxiety as a burden rather than a signal. And so, a loop emerges. Anxiety arises. You suppress it. It reappears in another form. You feel deeper unease. You suppress again. This loop silently shapes your behavior. You avoid risks, shy away from conflict, even stifle creativity, marking anything that triggers anxiety as dangerous. Your decisions are no longer pure. They are guided by shadows of anxiety. Your relationships change too. You fear saying no, fear rejection, fear facing your true self. Society reinforces this pattern. We're trained to be compliant, suppressed, and mechanically resilient, rather than truly listening to the messages within. So, how do you break the cycle? First, learn to decode your anxiety. Every racing heartbeat, every tight knot in your stomach is information. Ask yourself, what is this signaling? An unfinished task, unexpressed emotion, a neglected need? Then allow yourself to feel it, instead of immediately trying to eliminate it. Anxiety isn't dangerous. The real danger is refusing to face it. History's wisest have known how to coexist with anxiety. Nietzsche wrote, "What does not kill me makes me stronger." He wasn't glorifying suffering. He was reminding us that confronting our inner alarms can empower us. Psychologist Viktor Frankl discovered in concentration camps that those who could find meaning in their experience, even amidst extreme anxiety, maintained a sense of agency. You can do the same. Turn anxiety into a mirror, not a stumbling block. When you start truly conversing with your anxiety, you'll be amazed. It teaches you to prioritize, understand yourself, and set boundaries. You stop being deceived by superficial calm and learn to navigate waves while keeping your inner balance. Anxiety is no longer the enemy, it's a guide, showing you which path to follow and which might lead you astray. Those fears that once kept you awake are actually pointing you toward a deeper understanding of yourself. The ultimate truth is this: anxiety exists not to torment you, but to awaken you. Your life has never demanded perfection, nor has it been fully controlled by external forces. True freedom isn't the absence of anxiety, it's recognizing direction within it, finding action within unease. You'll see that every heart-racing moment, every fear, is a ticket to self-realization. You can choose to run, or you can choose to listen. You can let anxiety lead, or you can let it be your compass. So next time anxiety comes knocking, don't run. Don't fight it. Pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what is this feeling trying to teach me? Every racing heartbeat, every nervous thought, it's your personal guide to self-awareness. Remember, anxiety isn't your enemy. It's your signal, your teacher. Will you open that signal and finally see yourself clearly? And while you're here, if you found this helpful for learning English, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Together, we'll explore more ways to understand our minds and improve your English at the same time.